5 things you forgot about in this game. And no surprise, they all came 7th inning or later. Let's go to an overall thought, though, first. Wilson Contreras, batting second in the order for the Cubs. He's been hot. He's been their best hitter this season. He went 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts. In the 3 in-play outs, he swung at the first pitch at all 3 of those. That is huge for the Brewers to help survive this game. They win again 5-2, and keeping Contreras 0 for 5 in this one was the key. Christopher Morel was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, but he did draw 3 walks in this game, so he did a really good job at the top of the order. Ian Happ had a broken bat double down a left field line in the 4th. Other than that, 4 strikeouts, including the key strikeout to end the top of the 10th with the bases loaded. So neutralizing Contreras and Happ was the key to this game, in my opinion. So that's the first thing you may have forgotten about. Second play, we're just going in order of the when they happened, not ranking them by any means. Second play you might have forgotten about. Top of the 7th inning. Cubs leading 1-0. Jandel Gustave on the mound. After a mound visit from Chris Hook, after the first 2 batters reach in that top of the 7th against Gustave, a single by Suzuki and a walk by Horner. A mound visit, then Gustave falls behind 2-1 on Patrick Wisdom, the biggest power threat in this order, along with Wilson Contreras, of course. Wisdom ends up grounding into a 5-4-3 double play. Huge. Absolutely massive. And even Brasso thought about turning 3 on that play. He took a step toward third, then realized it was going to take too long on that high chopper. Huge play for the double play, but you're not out of the woods yet. You got a runner on third, 2 outs for Yan Gomes coming up. He's got a knack for putting the bat on the ball. And what a play by Willy Adames. This is the third play that you might have forgotten about. Willy Adames sliding to his right, deep in the hole, backhanded stop, knows who's running. A catcher is running to first, didn't rush his throw, sets up, fires an 88-mile-an-hour strike all the way across to first base to Caratini. What a play. That saved a run, kept the Brewers down 1-0, and kept energy in this ballpark. The Brewers fans were looking for a spark in this game, and that was it from Willy Adames. An incredible play by Willy to make sure it was still 1-0 heading into the stretch. Do not forget about his defense, even if he's a little cold at the plate right now. He is now he had a walk in this game, but he went 0 for 4 in this one. He had a tough road trip. Remember, the defense is the best option the Brewers have at short. What an incredible play by Willy. Fourth play you might have forgotten about. We're just going to go to the bottom half of that inning, okay? Keston Hiura, and I tweeted this before the game, that when the lineup card came out, I was very surprised at the lineup that we saw. Despite facing a left-handed pitcher, Keston Hiura was still getting the start, even though it is well documented about his reverse splits this season. Keston Hiura is just taking advantage of any opportunity he's getting right now. You look at his reverse splits this year. He's hitting 151 against lefties coming into this game yesterday versus 283 against righties. In his career, it mirrors that as well. 256 against righties, just 195 against lefties. He was just excited to be in the starting lineup, obviously. But now you fast forward to the bottom of the 7th. First 2 guys are retired against Justin Steele, so all that momentum is dissipated. And now Keston Hiura falls behind 1-2 in the count. He's already struck out in this game. He's facing a lefty. You're thinking, man, poor kid. He just can't figure it out against lefties. And he draws a walk from 1-2 to 3-2 and gets on base with 2 outs. Do not forget about that walk, because it then set up the 4th play you might have forgotten about, or the 5th play you might have forgotten about. Now, you obviously remember Pedro Severino hitting an RBI double. Do you remember the fact that it came with 2 strikes? That's the most important part of this play. Severino, we can talk about him coming up in the final segment, finally getting a chance to prove what he's worth to the Brewers. And the reason why the Brewers were big fans of him is because he hits lefties well. Here he is in the spot that he was brought to this team to do. Obviously, 82 games too late, 80 game suspension right at the end of spring training. This is his Brewers debut yesterday in game number 82. Finally getting a chance to prove his worth. And with a 2-2 count and a man on second, mind you, Keston Hiura stole a base with a lefty on the mound. That's another play that's an honorable mention. Don't forget about that. But with 2 strikes, Severino manages a double into the left field corner, 108 miles an hour off the bat. At the time, it was the second hardest hit ball of the game. Huge moment for Severino and the Brewers to get things done and to tie the game 1-1 in the bottom of the 7th.